Yeah, man. Rattle the cage until it falls. Nickelback for life. I heard there's new Nickelback, and I purposely didn't listen to it because I wanted to listen to it for the first time here on my channel. This is a big deal. I'm excited. A lot of you don't know this, but you know I had a Nickelback phase, or there was a period of time where I took a lot of influence from Nickelback. Maybe one day I'll share some of the songs I wrote while I was heavily influenced by Nickelback so you can laugh at how much it rubbed off. Not that that's a bad thing. Listen, it's a very polarizing thing in the rock world where people just, we know the deal. It's just what it is. People, they love to hate Nickelback, but I think that in recent years, there's been a lot of pushback on that. And people are just shamelessly accepting that they're awesome. Anyway, Nickelback released a new song, and I did peek at some of the comments, and people are talking about how it's heavier than normal, which they're going back to the roots. Okay, let's see. If you'd like to watch this completely uninterrupted without any interruptions, because I tend to do that, since I do vocal analysis and I talk about the lyrics and whatever comes to mind, please go to the link directly below. I put the original video in the description so you can watch it completely uninterrupted. Let's get started. All right.
Welcome to the human ocean. Crowd starts moving in slow motion.
I gotta say something. It's heavy. It reminds me of it kind of gives me that energy of we're going back tonight, going back tonight. Da-da-da-da-da. It's giving me that burn it to the ground feeling. Chad sounds a little different.
What you feel is what you came for. Devil horns, what you have.
Like there sounds like more of a growl. Like what you feel is what you came from. Devil on the was famed for. What you feel is what you It's almost like there's kind of a little bit more air in his voice. You notice that? That is not it's an observation. Still sounds great. I love the riff. It's really good riffs. I mean, it's very catchy. Hey, you! We don't care what you do. Chad Kroeger's tone is actually very controlled. It exists kind of like right at the top of your throat. Hey! This like without the note. You activate that a little bit. Hey, you! We don't care what you know. You know what I mean? Scream until we know that they can hear us down in hell. I really like the guitar tone. First of all, I love riffs like this. I mean, it's just because it's fucking, it doesn't take much to get me excited. Oh, gotta love metal. I love it. I love metal sounding guitars. Even though I know a lot of you, did you just call Nickelback metal? I don't know. It sounds pretty metal to me. It sounds heavy. Got the heavy guitars. By the way, before singing vocals like this, it's very important to warm up. Even the hard stuff. Even the aggressive stuff, whether you're singing, screaming, or doing something in between. That's kind of happening with Nickelback. I've created a free vocal warm-ups course, how to warm up to sing anything you want or scream. So if you want to explore the capabilities within your voice and learn to warm up with me for free, I put all of that directly below in the description or in the pinned comment. Let's continue. You know, it is a little bit heavier than normal for them because they've had a couple of heavy ones. You know, their songs tend to get heavy musically, you know, but this has a little more bite than normal. They're definitely leaning into the heaviness. And I think that maybe they're just at that point in their career where they're just kind of like letting that loose a little bit because, you know, they already have so many radio hits. You know, like I don't like what's are they going to keep chasing that or just keep putting out radio hits or what they think might be a radio hit? There's a different kind of bite in his voice too. The heaviest song that I remember they had was Side of a Bullet. And that was actually written about Dimebag from Pantera. You know, you forget that these guys, they idolized a lot of like metal bands, and they actually did a cover of Sad But True at a festival that sounded really good. They're good musicians, and they do have a great sound, great tone. Like Chad can really fucking sing. This guy can sing, and you know, I think what it is with the band and the reason that they've had hate through the years is because of just like the pop songs that they make. It's very like the lyrics are very they're written in a way that is on the nose, like really really on the nose, and I think that's not typically what, you know, we grew up listening to bands that wrote about topics that in a way that were very like, you know, poetic or like they didn't spoon feed us the lyrics too much, you know, but you could take a topic about being a rock star. I want to be a rock star, you know, and they write about it literally. And, you know, it's like kind of like they sing about it in a way that's like glorifying it. And, you know, I want to be a rock star type thing, you know, like it's like almost like a Bruno Mars song. Today I don't feel like doing anything. They kind of write like that. Like they write in a pop way, you know, and I think that they've had a lot of hate for that, but it's there's an audience for it, man. They're wildly successful, and they have a heavy side. People forget about that. They do. They've got the ability to do it.
Catch your breath, a new beginning. There's no rest once the room starts spinning. Letting go of your frustration, every form of your aggravation.
Yeah, it's what is it? It looks like they filmed at the Sphere or something. I don't know. Is this? I can't tell if this is green screen or if it's like a projection behind them.
New beginning, there's no rest. Catch your breath, a new beginning. There's no rest once the room starts spinning.
Catch your breath. That's what it sounds like. He's a catch your breath, a new beginning. Let it go, go. He's got a different tone than I feel like he's had in the past. It's interesting. There's a little bit more of like a fogginess to his voice that I noticed. It doesn't sound bad. It just sounds a little different to me.
Every form of your aggravation.
Every form of your aggravation. Every form of your aggravation.
Hey, you, we don't care what you do. This is where you come to get out what you're going through. And time will tell how much someone can yell. Scream until we know that they can hear us down in hell. We're past the point of pain with backs against the wall.
You know, look, it's a well-produced and put-together song that's heavy sounding. It's got all the tones. It has punch to it. And I am sure that there are going to be people in the gym that listen to this while they're pumping weights. For me, personally, I tend to gravitate towards music that has just a little bit more insanity. I don't know, like a little more raw, anger. This is very controlled, and I like it. You know, I think it's great for Nickelback. This is not necessarily the stuff that I will work out to, but that's because, you know, I'm fixed in my ways, and I work out to Pantera and Soil Work, just recently Gojira and Killswitch Engage. Like Nickelback is, you have to give them credit because they have a lot of variety. Like, how can you have a song like this and it sounds good? It doesn't sound like it's like they definitely have metal in their blood. They listen to metal, and they've done this throughout their career. They have songs like this. How can you have a song like this and then a song like If Everybody Died or something? What is that song called? If everyone lives and nobody dies, everybody lives. Oh, If Everyone Cared. A song like If Everyone Cared and Photograph. This is the same band. They have so many different types of songs. You have to give them that credit. They put it all in one. You could say the same thing about Metallica too. But the thing about Metallica was that they kind of have a sound every album, especially in their later years. Like, it wasn't like they just mixed and matched a bunch of songs in one album. Okay, we got the Johnny 5 solo. I think it's a driving song. It's a driving song. It's simple. My feeling about it is that's what ends up resonating with people the most, is when you have a simple riff. It drives me nuts when I write and it's too simple. Like, that's just me. And that's probably why, the stuff that I make doesn't really reach a large audience. Because, it's just, people, they're primal in nature. They kind of, hook onto a beat. It's kind of like, if you ever listen to AC/DC. It's a perfect example. You can put on some old AC/DC albums, Highway to Hell, and it's like every song, they follow a formula. And you're like, it's almost predictable. But that is exactly what rock and roll was founded on. It is, you're not really these riffs aren't, it's like we've heard that kind of riff a million times, but it's not about coming up with the most inventive way to play. It's about finding a new way to express something that is familiar, because that's just I think that most people, they latch onto what they know. It's like, look, when I put out new music myself, I put out new music, original music, and at the same time, I'll do a cover song, like when me and Mac did Wrecking Ball in the style of Linkin Park, and it's just such a simple concept, and that blows up way more than original music. It's because there's, it's content, number one, but number two, you think that it's simple, and you think I can do this in my sleep, but that's what people like. Do you agree with me, everyone in the audience? Wouldn't you say? Don't you like Nickelback for that reason? This is just it. This is their formula, and it's what they've followed. They've managed to follow a formula. Nickelback has managed to follow a formula, but also show a great level of variety in their music, and you have to give them credit for that, because it's not easy to do. You have to remember, in the early 2000s, they were the dominating force in the rock genre. All right. Ooh, okay. I like that bass tone. That's a really sick-ass bass tone, don't you think? Actually, it is really nice. I love a dirty-ass bass tone like that, man. It's...
Hey, you! We don't care what you do. This is where you come to get out what you're going through.
Hey! You! We don't care what you do! That's a very Chad Kroeger thing right there. We don't care what you do! It's very staccato. Cuts the phrase off.
Time will tell how long someone can yell. Scream until we know that they can hear us down in hell. against the wall. Has to be the one.
I like the little harmony under that. Past the point of pain, backs against the wall.
We face another day. We race the battle call. Right on the cage until it falls. So get up. Get up. Right on the cage until it falls. So get up. Get up.
So come on, baby, get in. You know, I really like that riff though. Like you have the chug, you know, you have that little. Yeah, dude, it's fucking. You know, it's Nickelback. It's a simple pop song with a pop like structure with a solo, but it's a driving song. It's badass sounding. And you know what? I respect the hell out of Nickelback. I don't care what anyone says.
Right on the cage until it falls.
Yeah, man. Rattle the cage until it falls. Ah. Well, you know, I think it's great. I know they're putting out a new album soon, and I wish them all the best. And I will be listening to the album when it comes out. And I have a feeling there's going to be quite the variety because that's what they're known for. So, like I said before, before singing vocals like this, whatever you decide to sing or scream or anywhere in between, I've created a free vocal warm-ups course because it's really important to warm up. So, if you're interested in exploring the capabilities within your voice and learning to warm up with me for free, I've created a warm-up course called How to Warm Up to Sing Anything You Want. Go directly below in the description or in the pinned comment to check it out. And please take a look around on my channel. I do a lot of videos like this. I break down performances and different songs and first-time listens of songs. And I also do my own cover songs and original music if you're into rock and metal music. That's my primary genre. But I explore the voice, and I've been doing this on my channel for some time because as a singer, I think it's really important to just listen to everything and take a step out of our comfort zone every once in a while and listen to things maybe more than once or twice or for the first time. And sometimes even after watching something 30 times, you get to see something and take something new from it that you didn't see the first time you watched or the second time or even the 10th time. Thanks for watching. Nickelback for life.